Welcome everyone to my review of Batman Automobilia issue number 4 from Eagle Moss Collections. This review is on the Batman Forever Batmobile. Batman Forever is a movie I think gets away with a lot. People will be like, yeah, Tim Burton's movies were good. They kind of glide over Batman Forever and then they jump right into Batman and Robin and tear it to shreds because it's so much fun. And, we discussed Batman in the Christopher Nolan universe, and we all respect that, and it holds a place in all our Bat fan hearts. So yeah, Batman Forever just kind of, it's in the middle of the road somewhere. You just don't really think about it that much. It's and it really shows in this issue in the magazine. There's no information about how they came up with the concept of this Batmobile, and I'll get to that in a few minutes. But for the Batmobile itself, I do like it. I know Joel Schumacher added all these like neon lights and stuff, and he added these like blue neon lights to the side of the Batmobile, and I do like it when it's kind of standing by itself and it's not surrounded by neon lights all over the freaking place. It just stands out nice, kind of subtly, and it's kind of beautiful. It does, against the light, it does have a beautiful effect. But for Batman, you want to stay hidden, not show yourself. So the blue can be quite distracting. But I'll open this case up and I will show you a better look at the detail on this Batman mobile. The problem I had with the last issue from Eagle Moss was the tumbler was mostly made of plastic. There wasn't that much diecast on the Batmobile. But with this Batman Forever card, it's made out of a nice bit of diecast, and there's a bit of weight to it, which I love. All along here is diecast. You can feel the cold metal of it. It runs over here. It's plastic here. It's just some diecast in here that runs up the fins. This is plastic. There's diecast here. The turbo booster here is diecast. The wheels are rubber and plastic. The windows are diecast. And here, looking at this Batmobile, I think it's actually a beautifully designed Batmobile. I love the large bat-like wing here, the fin, and the two wings at the side. As for the neon kind of blue, I don't think that's half bad. This would actually work better in a cartoon verse over the film verse. And I think with film verse, there was just, like I said, there was just too much neon lights, and it was all very distracting. But against the light, this blue plays very nicely. It goes dark, and when it's in the light, it brightens up. I think that's beautiful. Great design. You can see the bat logos are at the wheels here. And if I remember correctly, they light up. So it would have been nice if they had some of that blue in there and they're made of diecast. But I can't complain much about this Batmobile. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I like the weight of it. The design of this Batmobile, I must go back and watch Batman Forever and have a look at the car a bit more, because looking judging from this, the design is, I think, is underappreciated. As for the base, there's all this kind of neon stuff going on. There's some purples and blues and blacks. The background image you get is freaking awful. It's just a car exploding. I think it's during that chase in Batman Forever, and it ends up where the Batmobile and drives up the wall. But this doesn't really pop out. Like I said, the great thing about the Tumbler edition was the background really stuck out, and it was the same with the issue before that, the 60s Batmobilia. The background just really stuck out as well. With this, it's just very flat. dull, boring. It just doesn't look nice. It's awful. From a top view here, you can see how slick and fast this Batmobile might look. It's a very interesting design. If I remember correctly, they wanted, I don't know his name, it's the guy who designed Alien. He helped work on this Batmobile, as far as I remember. I don't know if it was this or Batman and Robin. I'm pretty sure it was this, because it really has that Alien set design look to it. So I think that was the influence behind this car. I could be wrong. This is the magazine you get with the diorama, and this issue absolutely sucks. You open it up and it has nothing to say about the Batmobile in particular, like the design of it. It says here, following hot on the heels of 1992's Batman Returns, Batman Forever revamped the Caped Crusader, bringing a more comic and lighter tone to Dark Knight's adventures. The blockbuster movie featured two supervillains, the Riddler and Two-Face, a reimagined Gotham City, and of course a new Batmobile. And that's the only information you get on this Batmobile. It doesn't say who designed it. It doesn't say anything about the art department. It doesn't say anything about Joel Schumacher's involvement in designing this Batmobile. At this side it just shows the Batmobile in action, and how the wheels turn and how freaking Batmobile can scale the city. And then there's a whole kind of like description of that scene, like you're reading a freaking novel or something. I don't get it, but I will say, just looking at these images here, the Batmobile looks beautiful. I think it's a very unappreciated Batmobile. You open it up and you think might be more information about the Batmobile here, but no, it talks about the comic book that came out prior to the movie. I don't get it. Why is this here? Who cares? You got some blueprints of the Batmobile, cartoon drawing. It talks about the concept design here. It just talks about some of the things they put into the Batmobile, like what kind of cars they use, but there's nothing that interesting there. And here it just says, designed and constructed by Bruce Wayne, this version of the Batmobile remains a powerful jet engine from its predecessor. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about the behind the scenes of designing this car. If you open it up, you can see inside the cockpit what the engine looks like. It's four wheels spinning, it's jet boosters. I really like this page. It shows what was happening in the comics the year the movie came out. So you had Batman tracking down Killer Croc, Nightwing's own adventures. What else? The main villains that were focused on were Joker, Scarecrow, Two-Face. Overall, I give this issue a 7 out of 10. The background to the diorama stinks, the lack of information stinks. Batman Forever kind of stunk. The only saving grace is this Batmobile itself. It's a wonderful pickup for anyone who's a fan of collecting Batmobiles. This is very, very nicely designed, and I love that it's mostly made of die-cast. Thank you all for watching, and I shall have my new Batmobilia review up soon.